G'day everybody, Lee Hunt here. I hope you're having a great day. I just want to have a little chat about chipping. And when I'm out playing and when I'm out coaching, I see a lot of people come to me where they're struggling with their chipping and they're driving that leading edge into the ground and not using the bounce correctly on the club they're chipping with. And I've got a 58-degree wedge here today. I run with a standard bounce, 11 degrees of bounce. So, we've got a little bit of bounce on the wedge, but I wanted to chat about the correct way to use bounce when you're chipping. All right, so you see a lot of golfers that struggle with speed control or how far they're flying or how much it's going to stop on the green or just consistency in hitting it. They drive that leading edge into the ground. So they essentially chip, they get their hands too far in front of the ball at impact. They really put that sharp edge of the wedge into the ground and it pops up and you don't get the consistency, you take a bit of a divot. I like to see when you're chipping for a more consistent control and to chip it correctly. I want to see you use that middle part of the sole or the back end of the sole. And when I set up, I want to make sure when you set up, you have your feet together, you have a little bit of weight on your lead side. Okay, I like to grip it down a little bit, have the shaft a little more vertical at setup, and then have the shaft more running up and down the body. I don't want to see the hands like this at setup. I see a lot of this sort of stuff going on. All right, just have the shaft almost running directly up and down my spine at setup. All right, I get there, shaft's a little higher, so from that angle there, I've got the shaft a bit more vertical this way. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get that bounce on the ground. So we shouldn't be really taking a divot. It's just skipping off the grass. You can really feel it sliding off the grass. If we do that, we get a little bit more consistency with strike. And if we get more consistency with strike when you're chipping, it's more predictable how to play the chip shot. Now you can change the loft, so you can have 60, 56 or a pitching wedge, but every time I want to see that bounce being used. So I'm not taking a heavy divot, the club's just skipping off the ground and I'm following through at the target. So set up, get that shaft a little bit more up and down my body, hands not too far in front, and we're just using the body to turn. Now that's nice and consistent. You get enough spin on the ball. We're not taking a heavy divot, and it's more predictable when you're out playing. And it's the predictability that people really struggle with. So you want to make sure when you hit a chip shot that it comes out at the window you like or the height it comes out at is what you're after. And it's consistent when it lands on the green. Now, some greens are firmer, some are softer, but it's consistent where it lands. You know how the ball's going to react on the green at your local club, and that'll get you shooting lower scores. I hope that helps. I'll see you out in the course.